What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here, and today let's talk about the crossplay problem. In case you didn't know, certain studios are currently at war with Sony, specifically over crossplay. What I mean is the fact that if I'm playing Rocket League, I can only play with other PlayStation 4 users. It's impossible to ever play with anybody on the Xbox One. Now the reason this is strange is because the servers are actually made to interact. There's even been interviews where the people who are currently working on Rocket League have said that internally they made a special server and actually connected an Xbox One and a PlayStation 4 and actually made them start playing together. The playtesters had a ball with it. They said it only took about 2 days to set up, and they said as soon as Sony allows it, they'll turn on the switch and it'll go live. They could make an incredibly tiny patch that made this a reality. It would boost the amount of people playing, it would make it where you could get matches easier, and if anything, it would make competition more fierce because you have more high-level skilled players to go against. Or just look at something like Minecraft. Right now they're working on a new initiative called Better Together. They're making it where Minecraft on the Xbox One will be able to play with the cell phone version of Minecraft, the Nintendo Switch version of Minecraft, and the PC version of Minecraft. They want to make it where there's the most players possible in a giant pool. Everybody can enjoy the content as one. Everybody wins. But for some reason, Sony is the only people who are obsessively excluding themselves. In fact, people have been finally cornering them on it and trying to get real answers. In a recent interview, they were talking to the head of PlayStation 4 marketing, and he said, no, we're never going to do that. We're trying to control our brand and make sure that our audience is safe. We don't know what kind of kids are going to be playing. We'll make sure that we can actually know everything that's going on in our servers. This is obviously complete BS. I mean, really think about it. Nintendo is ridiculously, really stringent about what they allow to go on their systems. They won't even allow voice chat. Even they are willing to play nice with Xbox. They're even going to put Minecraft DLC involving Master Chief on the Switch. Why are we still having all this togetherness here and this isolation over here? What it really comes down to is that Sony believes in a business practice called walled garden. This is something that's usually only done by internet companies where you very closely control everything going on with your app, or in this case, your console. You want to make sure that nobody can ever actually crack into your audience or figure out what you're doing right by pushing them all away. This is something that kind of sunk MySpace back in the day. MySpace really didn't want you to put in any extra code on there. You couldn't really do that much customization. So as soon as Facebook came along and created this universal platform where sharing links and talking to your friends was so easy, it put them out of business in a quick. And put them out of business in a hurry. And in an odd way, I feel like Sony is kind of following in those footsteps. I don't think they're going to fail. I mean, there's rumored to be nearly 70 million PlayStation 4 sold at this point, so they're not going to fail. But I feel like the more you try and put up your walls and make sure you're controlling the message, the more the message can feel weak or flat. One of the main reasons I think the Nintendo Switch is just some of the most die-hard fanboys of all time is the fact that the Switch is being so open right now. Almost any studio can make anything for it, as long as it's not like a hardcore kind of game. Anything else is allowed. But what's really crazy is think about all the indie stuff we've seen for the first time being allowed on a Nintendo console. Look at freaking Doom being on the Switch. Look at all the crossplay. It's better for everyone. It's just aggravating when I think about the fact that so many games are having a smaller audience just because of this. Right now, Grand Theft Auto Online is still I think it's officially the highest selling game ever, or very close to it, which is mind-blowing on its own. But think about the fact that if you were able to take the hundreds of millions of players from all the different platforms and roll them into a ball. Imagine some way in which the people playing on PlayStation 3 could go straight against the people on Xbox One. In match to match, the people you're going against are happy, upbeat, really motivated players from all over the world with different controllers and different mediums. I understand that we always need to kind of section out the PC players, especially when it comes to shooters, but I think that for stuff like Rocket League, it is ridiculous that they wouldn't have crossplay by default. I've noticed that Sony kind of goes through these 10-year waves. They come up with a bunch of great ideas, they're cutting edge, they get everybody on board, and then they crest. This is when their sales are at peak and everybody thinks that they're the best company ever. And then they start getting power hungry, they push everybody away, and everything starts going down again. Like, for example, the, $600 PlayStation 3 they had originally. But then they get down to the bottom, and it goes up and up and up again. I think we're at the beginning of this point. The Sony PlayStation 4 is still a crazy, crazy selling machine, and I think it's going to win this console generation. But I'm already starting to think about the PlayStation 5. If the PlayStation 5 ends up becoming this really isolated device where they're trying to control not just the games that are being put on it, but also when and where you're allowed to play, who you're allowed to play with, it seems archaic. We're in an age now where everybody just wants to play in one big group. Every type of gamer can be friends. A lot of my friends are total Xbox fanboys, or everybody on my Twitter timeline seems to be obsessed with the Nintendo Switch and how it's going to completely dominate this winter. But despite that, they all still enjoy each other's games. They all want to celebrate each other's successes. Even if you're only able to own one console, why shouldn't you be able to play with your friends on other teams? This isn't a war, Sony. We can have multiple winners. And I think everybody will be doing better as soon as you allow us to play together. Let me log on and actually go into a game of Rocket League and stomp some freaking Nintendo noobs. Let me actually see their Mario Kart hats and get jealous and think, okay, that's alright, I'm sure I'll get a God of War flag. Let me go into Minecraft and connect with other servers and see all the amazing creations people have made with their exclusive DLC for their platform. I think that if anything, this would boost sales and create a new generation of community. But I'm not sure that'll ever happen. Let me know your thoughts on this. I know that this is a little bit of a weirder topic, but I keep seeing it come up lately. And it's so strange that the only person who's stopping it is Sony with the PlayStation. Do you want every game to have connected servers? Let me know in the comments down below. If you only play on one console and you don't care, also let me know that. I'm very curious. Thanks so much for watching, gamers. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming. I think this is the first time I've ever actually worn my Injustice shirt in a video. I won this at an Injustice 2 tournament. Boy! Oh, hi. I'm just working on the next video. If you want to see what it is, go ahead and click this button and you can subscribe. Also, if you click these video links, you can see my latest review and my latest top 10. Now I'm just going to sit here for a minute and wait for you to subscribe. Oh, I guess I could put on these giant glasses. I literally found these on a roller coaster.